In my last year, I had a few concussion issues, and it wasn't because of concussion that I retired. I actually came back and played, which I'm really glad I did. I kind of needed that closure when I look back at it retrospectively. But it was kind of it wasn't really like a deliberate move to come over here. It kind of like just popped up, and one of my good mates who's actually was the punter at Utah and just transferred over to Florida or a school in Florida. He had just committed to Utah. And I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. I was coming out of contract at the end of the year, and I was like, at my age, this is probably something, if I'm going to do it, because I'd always kind of thought about coming over here and having a crack. So I just sat down and had a conversation with the coaches at Pro Kick, and then had a kick before Christmas Eve, I think 2017. And then he sent the footage off to, well, no, at the same time, I think Coach Baxter at the time was asking if there was any good punters around, and he's like, well, this guy's come down for a kick, but he's actually not really in the program. If you want him, you have to act on it fast, because I was still contracted. So in about a 5-day span, it kind of played out, and I ended up retiring and committing to come to USC. Yeah.
Wait, so how long have you been practicing punting before you got the offer here?
Well, I hadn't really been not punting as you know it over here, but
Yeah.
I had been doing, because the art of kicking, which we do a lot, is it's like the same action,
It's
same
similar?
concept.
Okay.
You just need to fine tune some stuff. And don't get me wrong, that's a really hard process to kind of master the art of what's needed over here. But I showed enough in that first kind of footage that Coach Baxter showed a lot of faith in me, and I kind of showed a lot of faith in him that he wanted me, and that was it. Yeah.
What was he watching? Your American football like film, or was he watching your AFL stuff?
I think he'd seen a little bit of the AFL stuff, but that didn't really play into the decision a lot. I think like he watched primarily me kicking an NFL ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, dude, that's wild.
So my world was flipped on its head.
What would you put, like 2 weeks on it between the decision to I'm gonna try out this new skill until the point where Coach Baxter said, we'll take you and come move to Los Angeles? What's that time frame looking like?
I literally just had that one kick.
That one training session.
Yeah, probably about an hour and a half maybe, and the coach was from Australia, from Pro Kick, was filming me. And I had kicked an American football prior to that, but I hadn't been actively training it or anything. And then I had a few more conversations with Coach Baxter, and I think it was probably like a 2-week period where I had kind of finalised my decision and confirmed that I was going to retire. I had to go in and tell my head coach that I was going to retire. Wow. It was. I don't think I've ever been so nervous in my life.
I bet.
Yeah, I genuinely thought that he was going to lean over the table and like punch me in the face, because he was just like, "You're screwing over the list here."
Right.
But he was super supportive, and I think he kind of always knew that at some point I was going to go down this pathway.